Since when is Pismo Beach inside a cave?
I wonder, I just think we should have turned left at Albuquerque.
Bean Boozles.
That one's a speckled cow right over there.
We should bring some Crisco.
But he made it in record time. Hi, welcome to Comedy Parenting Radio, the show that puts mellow in the word marshmallow.
Dad, marshmallow isn't spelt with mellow, it's spelt mallow with an A. You eat marshmallows.
Welcome to Comedy Parenting Radio, the show with more grammar Nazis than the New York Times. Today, we're going to be talking about what to pack for Memorial Weekend. It's coming up, and we've got some great suggestions. We'll be right back. If you enjoy Comedy Parenting Radio, then you'll laugh till your stomach hurts while reading a copy of my book, Dad, the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come. In it, you'll see all the Comedy Parenting cast members drawn in cartoon style in an unforgettable story of weird parenting and tooth fairy mayhem. What happens at the Begley house when the tooth fairy doesn't come? Things spiral way out of control until our hero steps in to save the day. I wrote and illustrated Dad, the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come to be so much fun to read to your little ones that you'll enjoy reading it again and again and again. Dad, the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come is the world's first children's book to be edited and colorized using on-site solar and wind power here at Studio B. In addition, we received the Green Circle Award for eco-friendly books made in the USA. Finally, Dad, the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come is CPSIA certified, meaning it's safe for children under 12. No toxic chemicals are in the book. When you're ready for a fantastic read that's full of fun, pick up a copy of Dad, the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come. On sale now at Amazon and other quality outlets.
Comedy
Parenting
Radio.
You're back with Comedy Parenting Radio. We're talking about what to pack for Memorial Weekend. I'm thinking food and stuff like that, picnics and all that. How are we going to keep all of our food cold?
Well, we would normally use a cooler.
Yeah.
But this year, I think I've got a better idea.
What's that?
Liquid nitrogen.
What?
Ooh, so that you can crack the hot dogs into little bits and put it in mac and cheese?
Well, that would be a auxiliary function of it, I guess.
Dad?
Yeah.
I have an idea on what we need to bring.
What?
We need to bring metal.
What kind of metal? For what?
Microphones, because we never, ever can get the shows recorded in time, so we'll have to upload the show next to a Colorado Mountain Express.
Oh, we're going to follow the van down the highway to upload our show for free Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Perfect idea. I think we should bring some sunscreen for the weekend.
No.
What?
We should bring some Crisco.
Why is that?
So that we can smear it all over ourselves and then get the entire summer tan in one day.
I like it. Speed tanning. We're going speed tanning. You know how you look in the key box and you have all those keys that you have no idea what they do anymore?
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for everybody for Memorial Weekend.
What
would that be?
If you're going to a relative's house, grab all those keys that you don't know what to do with and put them in their key box when they're not looking.
Oh. I see.
So your relative will open up the key box and go, "Honey, do you remember what these keys are for?" "No, put them back in." "We're going to need them sometime."
It's the same idea as the Lego effect.
And you could do this every year. It could become a Memorial Day tradition. Mm-hmm. Take keys that you don't need and take them to a relative's house and slip them into their key box.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
That's genius.
There are a lot of people that will actually go jeeping or rock crawling on Memorial Day, so
I don't think everybody knows what rock crawling actually is.
It's essentially going over large rocks with your jeeps. But rock crawling is a dangerous sport, You need to have your winches, so that you can pull yourself up hills. You need to have a first aid kit in case you skin your knee or worse. You need a toolbox to repair your Jeep. You need your rock smashing hammer to protect you from the rock monsters. Yeah, so don't forget to bring your rock crawling tools when you go rock crawling this week.
I'm watching out for those rock monsters.
You know, when we take a Memorial Day trip, you should always bring a tire iron.
Why should you bring a tire iron?
You can fix flats, defend yourself against prairie dogs and gophers.
You know, especially if you're out there in the Midwest where they have the world's largest prairie dog.
And iron your tires. That's why it's called a tire iron.
So you can make them all nice and crisp and clean for Memorial Day weekend.
You should probably bring a crowbar, too.
Yeah, crowbar. That's a very useful tool.
I can't remember why it was useful.
Are you kidding me? You don't know all of the uses a crowbar has.
Well, not on Memorial Weekend, anyway.
Boy, you can do all sorts of things with a crowbar. You can open up the pickle jar, you know. You can get into the most scenic places of picnics, you know, like abandoned malls and abandoned factories and the like. You can jack up your car to fix a tire, or you can jack the car. There's all sorts of things. I probably have a list somewhere of all the stuff you can do with a crowbar.
Why don't you just Google uses for crowbars? I think there's a book out there on Amazon.
Probably is.
Get your copy of 101 Crowbar Uses today so that it ships in time for Memorial Weekend.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I have the most important thing to bring on Memorial Day.
Watermelon?
No. Money. You can't survive Memorial Day without money because you gotta go. You always, if you're stopping at a place, you have to go in and get a postcard or a gift card or like
Souvenirs.
Like a rock.
I don't know. We seem to have managed fairly well without taking any money with us on Memorial Day.
Guess what's better than taking money on Memorial Weekend?
What would that be?
Taking other people's money on Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, right.
Would you care to sponsor me for this weekend?
How much would you like?
50 cents a mile.
Okay, here you go.
Go from a hard-working dad to being Mr. Mom. Well, paper's melt in a Maytag dryer. Crayons go up one drawer higher. Rewind barn.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent. Don't make me come back there. You see what I mean? It's pretty awful. Try it again. Don't make me come back there. Now that's pretty good. That one kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Comedy Parenting Radio.
Because you need to laugh more.
Hey, Dad.
What?
Can I have $15 for this Memorial Weekend to spend on souvenirs?
No. Last year, all those souvenirs you got were, what do you call those jelly beans that are nasty tasting?
Bean Boozles?
Last year, I got all the skunk-flavored ones and the diaper-flavored ones. I don't think that I came out that well with your souvenirs.
Air quotes.
Well, Dad, I have some snack that you should definitely bring on, especially on a sunny day Memorial Weekend.
I love snacks. What would it be?
Watermelon.
Yes. I could eat most of a watermelon myself.
Big, juicy watermelon like we had last year.
Or since when was a watermelon considered a snack?
It's a meal.
It's a 3-course fish dinner, almost.
You ever seen the 3-piece chicken dinners?
Yes.
You open it up and it's 3 little kernels of corn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Since some of you guys are going to the relatives on Memorial Weekend, I have another thought.
Yeah?
Take the little packet of baby rattlesnake eggs.
I see. You hate your relatives.
And what would we do with it?
Scare them. Don't any of you guys remember what a baby rattlesnake egg is?
Yes.
What?
It's a rubber band with a piece of wire that you twist up, and when you open it up, it goes...
It's an envelope with a little bent piece of wire with a rubber band stretched across and a washer. You wind up the washer, and when you hand it to them and they start to open it, the envelope goes from flat to not flat, and the washer spins around and goes, it goes, and they throw it in the air and they scream.
That's always fun.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
You know what's the most annoying thing on road trips when you're on Memorial Weekend?
The world's largest ball of twine?
No. The kids that are always saying, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" No, we're not there yet.
So yourself.
Yeah, basically.
And do you ever think you're going to change?
No.
And what does Dad say? Whenever you say, "Are we there yet?" what is Dad's response? We went past it. Mm-hmm. We're just going to keep driving. You should have looked out the window, seen it, instead of playing on your device.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a device.
That tic-tac-toe pad is a ancient device.
Put down the abacus and look out the window, Johnny.
You're driving down the highway. It's boring. You don't let the kids have devices. You're going to do old-fashioned car games. What would be one you can do?
There's always the alphabet road sign game.
Remind us how to do that.
What it is you start at the beginning of the alphabet and you look for a sign that has that letter.
Is that the English alphabet or the German alphabet?
It's the Italian alphabet.
What about Russian alphabet?
But then you start at the beginning of the alphabet and go down to the end of the alphabet, and you look for signs that have whatever letter of the alphabet you're in.
Does it have to be a capital A?
I don't think it matters, actually.
What about the speckled cow game?
What about the speckled car game?
Not speckled card game. Speckled cow game.
How's it work?
Well, you look out the window when you see a bunch of cows and go, that one's a speckled cow right over there.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That sounds like something Indiana kids would say.
We didn't have a lot of book learning back in those days.
Speckled cows are that common, hey?
There's a speckled cow over there getting sucked up by a dust devil.
There's a speckled cow on that grill right there.
Is that a barbecue grill or the grill of a 69 Buick?
Baby, what do you say we just get lost? Leave this one-horse town like two rebels without a cause.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Comedy Parenting Radio, setting the bar in podcasting.
Has anybody seen where I set my podcasting bar?
When you're traveling this Memorial Weekend with your family, don't forget rest stops.
Yeah.
Unlike a friend of mine who pretty much goes straight through and then brags on how quick he got there. And then all the kids climb out of the car with peed pants.
Yeah.
But he made it in record time.
You can probably put that down in the Guinness Book of World Records and then use the prize money to buy new upholstery for your car.
Yeah. There are a lot of upset family members when they arrive at their destination, I'm sure. There are a couple things that you might want to avoid on this Memorial Weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Like backing over the trash can when you first leave for the vacation.
That's very important. Especially if it's full and the trash guy hasn't picked it up yet, and now you've got trash scattered everywhere.
And it's the neighbor's trash can.
Essentially, don't back over anything that might delay your plans to bring your keys to your relatives. You're going to definitely, most absolutely want to avoid bringing Comedy Parenting Radio with you at all.
Comedy Parenting Radio has ruined more vacations than stuffing deep-fried chicken down the back seat of the car on a hot day.
And then it smells.
Okay, you've been listening to Comedy Parenting Radio. We were talking about things to take on Memorial Weekend. Thanks for coming up in the studio, guys.
You're welcome.
You are welcome.
You're welcome.
When you guys go...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why don't you grab this big pile of keys and put them in your uncle's key box when we get there?
Okay.
I'll ensure to mix them real well.
Don't forget to put the lock on our key box, though.
Good idea. Bye-bye.
Good morning. morning.
Morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.